Good morning, guys. It's Peñol speaking, partner at SGI, Segos Global Investment. I'm just right here to share my analysis on the dollar, the US dollar index. So, actually, the US dollar index, guys, let me first explain what it is and how it actually affects most of the USD pair index. So the US dollar index is something that I use. It's an index that I use to predict and how to tell where most of my favorite pairs which I trade. uh I use this dollar index to predict or to predict where the currency pairs that I trade, where they are going to go. So I actually use the dollar index. That's how I always win on my analysis. It is because of the dollar index. So my strategy is very simple. If I misanalyze the dollar index, that means I've misanalyzed most of my trading pairs. So the dollar index is what tells me what to buy, what to sell. Because if it goes up, then that means all XXX USD pairs are going to fall, and all USD XXX pairs are going to rise. If the dollar index falls, that means all XXX USD pairs are going to rise, and all USD XXX pairs are going to fall. They just follow the direction of the US dollar index. It just depends on whether the US dollar index is a code or a base currency. If it is a code currency, it is going the opposite direction of the dollar index. If it is the base currency, it is going the same direction as the dollar index. They are directly proportional. So right now I'm on a monthly chart time frame. So I've already set my lines, support and resistance. So now I can tell right from here that the dollar index might rise. It might rise all the way to 103 price, 103.694. Come in. So as I was saying, guys, sorry, I just got interrupted. So as I was saying, guys, here, when I analyze, I always start on a bigger time frame and go all the way down to the small time frame just to get the clear direction of where the market is going. So from here, we can all see that the market it just made a double bottom. It's just that we're on a bigger time frame. You can't actually see it. This is the trouble that we are having right here. Hey, come on. Gotta be real with this. Hey. Oh well, I'm having a problem with this trend line. I'm trying to, but I hope you all see what I'm trying to um get them actually remove, because it doesn't want to be in the right direction. So this is what we have on the monthly time frame. We'll quickly go down all the way to smaller time frame. Let's go to weekly. So on a weekly time frame, we can see it is on a range. It is on a range, right? we have this right here. Bear with me. I'm doing this slide so that you all see how I analyze. Cause I've had a problem. People asking, how is it that your analysis are always on point, always in goes in the same? It's like, yeah, telling the market where it goes. No, no, it's not like that. It's not like that. Most people forget about the bigger time frame. Isn't like it doesn't affect the market. Actually, it does affect them. At the bigger time frame, they have a huge impact on the market than the smaller time frame. The smaller time frame, they just go that my the bigger time frame actually have a huge impact than the smaller time frame because they hold the long term direction, and then the smaller time frame they just have the short term direction. You might see a buy on a smaller time frame, or else in the bigger time frame it's a sell. It is a huge sell. It's just that on the smaller time frame it will go to a retrenchment, or yeah, it is going through a retrenchment. Then you say it is going up. Well, it's just for a short period of time. The market is just taking a breath in and then out. It doesn't go in one direction, like for it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. So it is very important that you start in the bigger time frame and then you go all the way down to the smaller time frame. You see, for clear direction, it's like that. So what we have here on a weekly time frame is that the market, it was ranging below here, it was ranging up and down, you see, and then finally it broke, right? And then it went all the way up. Finally it broke, went all the way up there, came down, bounced back, came down again, and then it made a double bottom here, right here. It made a double bottom. Let me actually indicate that with the rectangle. It made a double bottom right here. It made a double bottom right here. It bounced two times and then broke the neckline and retested. We will see that clearly in a smaller time frame. This is the neckline. It broke and retested it. You can see right here it's a break and retest, just right here. I'll indicate that with with an ellipse. Let me use an ellipse. Right here. You see, this became a break and retest of this neckline for the double bottom, and then it went all the way up, right? So there's still momentum on the upside, you see. But the thing is, the market doesn't move in one direction, it goes up and down, up and down. So most people may think that now it is time for it to go down. No, I don't think it will go down anytime soon, because number one, it is in the middle of a range movement, the up and down movement, up down, up down, up. You see, my direction here is the just go all the way up there. You see, so let's go to a daily time frame. Just okay, you see the neckline it broke. This is a perfect retest. So now we are here, right here. Let me indicate that with another ellipse. We are right here, right? So I'm saying what I'm saying is we are still going up with this movement. Because if you pay attention, it is the same place where the market, when it came down, it had the same thing right here. I'll indicate that with another ellipse. Right here. You see here? So now in this, if we can go to a smaller time frame, you will see that it is actually moving in some sort of a trend, an uptrend. It's an uptrend movement that it created right here. Let me try to get this right. You see? Look how many times it bounced in this trend line. From this bottom right there. From this point right here. It bounced, it came all the way up there and then bounced. Broke the neckline. Bounced, and now it moved. It made an impulse all the way up, and then now it is on a recessment. This is a recessment or retracement. You can call it a retracement or a recession moment where the market it is going through a recession. So it will get support if it is going to recess or in this place for a long time. It is trying to find support. It is still trying to find direction. So it will get support right somewhere here. It can recess for a long time and then find support right somewhere here, and then boom, goes up. You see, let me actually remove this ellipse now. Hey, come on, how do I actually, yeah. You see, so now the dollar is going to play around. It can play around. It can be playing around here just to find the support before it goes up. But I'm saying to you guys, it will go up. It is going up all the way up to 102, price 102, 102.673, 673, 102.673. You see, because this double bottom right here, it has a very huge impact on this market. Plus it is going through it is in a range movement. It is going up, down, up, down, up, down. You see, right about here, you can find support right about here. It can find support right about there. That's if it's going to recess for a long time. See, so right now, actually, I'm not about to do anything. Since now I can see that the dollar still about to find direction. I'm not about to do anything. I'll just wait to see where is it going to find direction before I enter on any of my trades, on any of my pairs, my favorite pairs, which is actually AUD USD, Euro USD, USD JPY, USD CAD. They are all USD based pairs, and USD coded pairs. So these are the most pairs I trade. And then I also trade Nasdaq 100. I know most people like it, and I actually trade a little bit too. So I also trade Nasdaq. So when we go to a smaller time frame and analyze just the recession moment, you can see it is moving up and down. It hasn't found direction. It is still trying to find direction. It is still trying to find some direction, while the trend lines actually are inaccurate. They are not on point. Let me use trend lines to see what formation it is trying to make here. Seems like it's making so, guys, as you know, that market patterns, they actually predict what the market is about to do just by, you see, okay, it's a, you see, this is a continuation, because it's a continuation triangle. It actually tells me that the market is going to continue going up once it breaks this. You see, once it breaks this triangle it made here, it is going up. It's more like an ascending triangle, meaning it's a continuation of the movement it's been doing all this time. Like I said, the double bottom, it happened in a huge time frame, so it has a huge impact. The bigger the time frame, the bigger the impact. The bigger the time frame, the bigger the impact of the market structure, market patterns. If the market pattern happens on a bigger time frame, it has a huge impact than it when it happens in a smaller time frame. So that's why I said this double bottom, it's going to have a huge impact on the dollar. It's going to rise the dollar all the way up to where it was before, or even break that level. You see, so I'm looking at buys with the dollar. So since I have since I found my direction that I'm going up with the dollar, now I can check on my currency pairs, the ones I like to trade: AUD USD, Euro USD, USD JPY, USD CAD, and all of that. And then now I can start checking up on them. So I hope you'll find this helpful to y'all, because this direction that I just predicted here is gonna have a huge impact on most of the trades that y'all gonna be trading. It will have a huge impact on them. It will have pretty much huge impact. That's where my direction is with the dollar. So now I'm gonna pause this video and open one of my favorite pairs and analyze it. So thank you. Alright guys, I came back with a quick analysis on GBPUSD. Like, as we analyze the dollar, we've seen that the dollar is going up and it's in a range movement. So the other pairs that I've been analyzing, they already moved like a huge movement. They already made that huge movement. So now I have this GBPUSD pair, which I've seen as the right one that can actually attack and trade on it. So let's get right straight into it. Okay. So we have this uprising movement, and then we had this fallout right here, and then we also had this one right here. And then we had this inner resistance that we had here from this range movement. So guys, there it is. We have this inner resistance here, which is now a support. We had this inner resistance, which is actually now a resistance. In the current price, it is a resistance. In this current price, it is a resistance. So my direction with GBPUSD, it's a long-term run. It's a long-term one. I'm saying it is going down. Why? Number one, we are in a range movement. It went all the way up and found resistance right at 1.1.42890, and then it went down, right? It broke the new support. Previously it was it was a support, which is now a resistance because it broke below, and now I believe it is retesting this price 1.34250, 1.34250, right? Number two, the dollar, it is in an uptrend. It is moving, going up, which means now all XXX USD pairs, all coded USD pairs are going down, which is why now I believe, strongly believe, that the GBPUSD is going to fall. So let's go to a smaller time frame to verify that. You see, let's move all the way down. We have this trend right here. So even if when it found resistance at price 1.42890, it didn't just fall off. Just as it was rising, it didn't just rise off. It was moving up and down, up and down, up and down, which is what most people don't understand. They find it difficult to understand that the market doesn't move in one direction. It moves up and down, but in one direction, but it's moving up and down, up and down, up and down. Just as it went up, you see here, it was using the support and resistance, moving all the way up. It broke and retested it, and look how the retest was. The retest was prolonged, and then it fell, going up and down, up and down. So even now, it won't just fall all the way down, straight down, no, unless it is affected by the news, you see. But technically, it moves up and down, up and down, up and down. So guys, thank you. I hope you find this video useful. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my video. And click on the notification button to be notified whenever I post any new signals. Any new analysis and signals, which, well, I'll be actually sending. So guys, we also have a public channel on Telegram. I'll post the link right below the description of this video. You can just click it and join us on Telegram. We post free signals and free analysis. And then we also have our VIP clients on our premium channel, paid clients, which we provide signals daily whenever we trade personally. We share our signals and our analysis with them. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. Shalom.